Hello, welcome to this short video about cover letters. So first of all, what is a cover letter? A cover letter is the letter that you will accompany your resume with, your CV with, when you're applying for a job, when you're doing a job application. So if you type in cover letter in Google, you'll see all these great examples. Some of them are a little bit colorful. Whoa, look at this one with the first name written in big, bold letters. My style is a little bit more traditional, and I'll show you a somewhat Canadian way, I would say in between American and British, of writing a cover letter. So look, I'll show you this Word document. Now, this was written not by myself as an example, but by some of my colleagues at Litz-May-Can University. They did a really good job of putting in an example. So, sorry, this is the one I want to show you, the 2-page version. Now, a couple of things to note. First, you have to write your own contact information. Now, this can be centered. In some of the examples in Google, you'll see some of the examples writing their own address and names center page. One thing you'll notice that's different in this version, no name, because if your name is coming in at at the end when you sign off, basically you don't have to include it at the top. So I would recommend not including your name at the top, just your address. So again, I would align this right personally. I think it looks better this way. It spaces out your page more. I would recommend doing it this way. Next, you should be writing the company's name that you're applying for and its address right here. Nothing special, just like this. Make sure you have the headquarters address or the human resources department's specific address written down there. Now, if you're applying for a job that's been posted on the internet and it has a reference number, feel free to write that in. Then again, if you're just sending off your resume to a company that are not currently hiring but might be in the future, you could just leave this blank. You could erase that. The next part would be writing a header with the name of the person that's in charge of human resources or that's in charge of hiring. So there are a couple of things you could write here. First, the name of the person, Dear Mr. Tanaka, Dear Miss Dole. If you're writing to a woman, of course, if she's a married woman, you could write Mrs. But that being said, I would not recommend doing so. I would recommend just writing Miss, M-M-M-S dot, Dear Miss Dole, or whoever you're writing to, write the person's name. Also, if you want to be even more safe, Dear Sir, Madam is perhaps nowadays in these modern times perhaps not the most appropriate. You could also write to whomever it may concern. So whom, W-H-O-M, it may concern, comma, to whom it may concern. Also a great way to start a letter if you don't know the person to whom you're writing to. Okay, now there are 4 paragraphs in this example. One thing you'll notice is there are no indents. So traditionally, cover letters do not have indents for their paragraphs. So even though when writing reports, having indents for paragraph is a good idea, it is not a good idea because it's not traditional to cover letters themselves. So again, no indents, no spaces. Okay, so essentially, the first paragraph is your introduction. So you would state what job you're applying for. The second sentence should also be, it could be a little bit longer, but essentially you at least need a sentence which states what you will be writing about. So the following paragraph will be about your skills and experience, and the third paragraph is more about your skills specific to the job you're applying to itself, and also that writes about your passion for the employer, for the job, and so forth. Okay, so the second paragraph is it's more general. So this paragraph could be similar to all your cover letters, essentially. You could just replace the name of the company with any company you're applying to. So cover letter for this company, write that company's name, change it to every single company you're applying to. Okay, so this paragraph can be similar, a more general paragraph for any company you're applying to, no matter the company. Now, the third paragraph should be specific to the company you're applying to. So here, Tesla. What is Tesla about? Well, Tesla is about renewable technologies, and you're passionate about that. You hope to help them with their aim of spreading affordable electric cars around the world. Basically, you believe in their doctrine. You believe in their goals. You could also state how some of your skills are maybe specific. So maybe some of the skills you haven't mentioned in your second paragraph, specific skills that could benefit Tesla, such as your bookkeeping qualification, or some other certificate you were able to earn, or some skills that you have. Maybe you're multilingual, and maybe that's something they need in that company. So feel free to be a little bit boastful, but then again, it depends if you're applying to an American company or a British company. Be less boastful, less proud of yourself if you're applying to a British company. And yes, close off your letter with a conclusion, basically summarizing how you feel you would be a great fit or benefit to the company itself. And yes, be grateful if you could actually get an interview, or feel free to contact me for an interview in the future. Such a message in the end would be awesome, would be great. So yes, do include that. Finish off with a phrase such as yours sincerely, best regards, truly yours. Leave a space right here because you might want to sign your letter before you send it off in the mail. So leave a space there, and also type in your name here. So your name would come in twice. First as an autograph, sign in big bold letters your name up to here, and leave the typed in name as well. And so that's it. Hopefully this can help you earn your dream job in the future. If not, if this is just homework for school, as my students have to do, feel free to, again, hide your personal information if you don't want to share it. And that's it. Thank you very much. And hopefully this can become something a little bit more serious someday. Maybe this can become the basis to your cover letter you'll be writing in the future. Live your dreams and fly high.